that in all things God works for the good of those who love him, who have been called according to his purpose. Romans 8, verse 28.
Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. So today I have a special guest, my girl Tanisha. Today we're going to be talking about mental health because this is Mental Health Week. So we're like, why not like talk about it, give some tips, advice, talk about our experiences and much more. So you can introduce yourself.
Hi guys, my name is Tanisha. I just graduated from FAU in December of last year. This year is going to be, oh my God, it's going to be a whole year.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. And I'm 24, just turned 24 in September. And yeah, that's really it.
Okay. All right. So we did meet in college. I graduated in May of this year. So it's been a couple months. And we met while working in Pink.
Yes.
So we went to the same school. We found out like we're both Haitian and like we just had a lot of similarities and we both hated Pink. It's okay. But we still, was making
that job.
Yeah, it was something else. But yeah, so ever since then we felt like it's important to talk about mental health and like just get into it. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna get into it. So, okay, let's talk about what mental health is. Mental health, y'all, is
mental health is like, it's not even just one thing to explain. It's like a whole. It's like a big flower that just, and every time it unravels, there's still more to just get into it, and like it's just more to unravel. Even when it looks like it's done, it's not done. And the thing about it is, a lot of people, like we were just saying, a lot of people take mental health for granted, and they don't understand how important it is. And even myself, like I come off, everybody that knows me, oh, Tanisha, yeah, like she's so chill, she's so confident, she always smiling, she always joking, she got the jokes, she's chill. Trust me, it's like a lot more to it. That whole time I'm like, yeah, whatever. But then that same time I could be going through it. You know what I'm saying? Like I lost friends because of it. I lost opportunities. Like I lost myself. You know what I'm saying? So it's like mental health is different.
I think to put it into words, mental health is the state of taking care of yourself mentally, physically, spiritually, and emotionally. Yes, I think that's the shortest way we can put it, but that's what it is for the most part. So I think that to start off, like, you must treat people with kindness because you never know what they're going through.
Exactly.
Like, people can have a big smile on their face, like she just said, like people think like, oh, you're having fun, you're doing this. Like, no, you never know what they're going through at home. You never know how they feel about themselves, self-esteem, being like self-conscious of people, and just so many different things. For me, I struggle with mental health more as a child because of what I was going through with my mother. Like, I'm a first generation student. My mom is an immigrant, Haitian immigrant. She don't know how to raise like an American child, right? And she have issues of herself that she's going through, and like, if you're not healing from your issues, I believe that you're gonna put it onto your children.
Exactly.
And that's exactly what's going on. We used to always get into fights. It was just a lot. And
what's crazy is that I feel like you are a perfect example of my mom.
Really?
Because my grandma, she's just coming from Haiti herself, having 6 kids. My mom was the only girl. So 5 boys and 1 girl. And then my grandma, she has some of her own issues too. And then my mom, like, she suffered a lot. My mom has been through a lot of stuff that she actually is trying to, clear herself with from. And then on top of that, she had me at 17. So me, right? Me and then it's me and then 2 brothers. So my mom is just, me, and when we were younger, we just now. First of all, I'm 24 now. We just now get into a good like stage in our life, and it's just imagine like she had all her issues just stemming off of me, and that's something that my mom is just now realizing that. because, you know, she, like I said, she's going to therapy and stuff like that. But
That's good.
it's like a lot of stuff that she used to throw onto me as a child, especially because I was the first.
Right. First
And
child. I'm the first child too, y'all. So we have a comparison with that too.
Like, it's just,
oh my
it's a lot.
God,
So
it
I thank
is.
God for me. I'm 24 now. I thank God for me not having kids yet.
Yes.
Because I'm not, mentally, I'm not in a state to where I'm ready to, like, just, you know, have kids. Of course, everything else, yeah, but I don't want to put those bad, the negative energy onto my kids. I refuse. I refuse to have a cycle continue.
And you know what's funny, y'all? We talked about this yesterday, me and my friend. It's not about healing 100%. It's
Right.
about starting to heal. It's
Right.
about being aware that you need healing. It's
Right.
about, like, trying to get to 100%. You probably won't get it to 100% till you about 80, till you about 100, till you about 60, 30.
Or until
But
you
it's
in the
about,
ground.
yeah, exactly. Or at all. So it's about just starting.
Exactly.
And
All that matters is that you're trying. You know
You're
what I'm saying? That
trying.
you're taking the necessary
Right.
steps to get there. Because even if you become a mother young or anything like that, there's nothing wrong with that, first of all.
Yes.
And as long as you're taking those necessary steps to just heal while you're growing your infant or whatever the case. Even for men,
Let's talk
especially
about
black
men. Black men.
especially
yes.
black men, they are not able to express themselves. They're losing it just the way we are.
Yeah.
And it's like they are so frowned upon because of everything.
That's going on.
Like they can't even talk about their emotions.
This
or their
goes
feelings.
back to slavery, y'all, but we're not
Basically.
gonna get into it today. We're not gonna get into it.
This video will be 4
Yes,
hours long if
for
we get into
real.
that.
Like, and another thing that I didn't mention, y'all, I work at a mental health center. I see this every day. I see this Monday through Friday, y'all. Mental health has people not being able to feed their family, not be able to take care of themselves, having to be put into institutions monthly, daily. Y'all, this is real. Like, this is not something, oh, I'm gonna just wake up and try to feel better today. No, y'all. This is something that's deeper, and we gotta get to the root issue of it, y'all. We have to be more aware of it, and I hope that you're more aware of it for yourself too. So, y'all, like, I've seen so much in these past 3 months at my job, y'all, that I just feel like I see it now. Like, there's not enough resources for people with mental health issues, y'all.
No, ma'am.
We're in North Miami, y'all, and this is a, I would say for the most part, we have a lot of minorities and
Yeah.
I guess I don't want to say poor. What's the best way to say poor? Like,
Not wealthy. I
not
don't even
wealthy,
know.
yeah.
Like,
So it's a lot of that. So with that comes mental health, y'all.
even the people that are wealthy still need
Oh,
help. Like,
that's
especially
true.
actresses. I was just watching a video the other day. It's funny, from Alison Stoker, the dancer, who danced with Missy Elliott a lot, and she was saying, like, now if you go on her Instagram page, she's an advocate for mental health. It's so funny, and she was just saying how actors and actresses and dancers and all that, they don't have, and on movie characters, they don't have any. They have everything for everything else on set, but they have nothing for mental health.
Oh, I like that.
Nothing. And it's
Yeah.
like she is actually trying to start something to where she wants to have therapists and stuff on set to help these, because you
I
see all
like
these
that.
young child stars just losing it, or suicide and all that stuff, and
that's
they just
true.
and you know, a lot of them, like what's the young man that just died that was on Disney Channel, and he died at a very young age, 20
I
years
forgot his
old.
name.
But you know what I'm talking about,
Yeah.
right? I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure all his cast members and his sister needs some
Yeah,
therapeutic
that's
help,
true.
because losing someone out of nowhere
that you
like that,
knew for years, you worked with for years,
Right, like-
they pretty much became family.
right? So it's
So-
like, you know, that's definitely something that they want to get help with and stuff like that, you know. So it's like I said, it's like a flower.
Yeah.
And it's just, the more you
There's
go into it, the
layers.
more you find out everything.
But
Everything.
for those like who are trying to get out of it, I want to talk from my experience, y'all. For me, yeah, I'm gonna get spiritual. I'm gonna get everything. For me, y'all, when I was depressed and I wanted to kill myself, y'all, and I didn't want to be here no more, y'all. What I did was I found Jesus, y'all. This is for me. I found Jesus, y'all. I found out the greater things in life. Like, there's more to life than what you're going through right now. I found out that, like, the storm don't last forever, y'all. There's a sun on the other side of that cloud, y'all. I found out, y'all, that although times are hard, y'all, there will be much better times, y'all. Believe it or not, like, you're not gonna be down forever. You're not gonna be broke forever, because money, like, paying bills, y'all, that, like, trying to pay bills, y'all, in a world where, like,
they're trying to see you fail.
Yeah, and there's no resources for people who don't, like, what I'm trying to say is, like, if you didn't go to college, like, unfortunately, it's harder to get to where you need to get to, especially if you don't know how, if you don't network, if you don't, like.
And now she's definitely not saying that you have to go to college
Yeah,
to get to where you need to
exactly.
be.
What
I
I'm
know
saying is
someone
harder.
who did an internship and they got the job right after, and they didn't.
Right.
They skipped the whole school thing. So those are the lucky ones. So you know what I'm saying. So
Yeah, it's just talking, like, from my parents' perspective, y'all. If you're not really aware of what the world can offer you,
Right.
and you don't have the background of college to kind of just get to where you need to get to, y'all, like, it's a little harder. And because of that, I feel like stress stems mental health, y'all. There's generational curses of mental health.
Yes.
There's you could just add on
Weight. Like
low self-esteem.
Oh my God, there's
Yeah.
so many when it comes to that disease where they look in the mirror and they think that they're so big, they're so skinny, anorexia and bulimia,
Yeah.
like all that stuff. Like there's so many different forms of mental health and so many different aspects of what it is, weight, stress, like anything that could be. And it's like we're giving into it. And because of the fact that we have no help where we go, especially women that are beaten every day from their spouse and they just can't get out. And then you see stuff like Instagram kills me when they're sitting there making fun of people for going through what they're going through or running back to that same person that they literally socially got them going crazy. Like, for one little girl that is so strong to me, and it's not that I'm a big fan of her, and I can't say little girl, we're probably around the same age, I think so, Reginae, right? People make fun of this girl every day, and she's not the only one. Exactly, for being with Lucci, and on top of that, just for being her, because she's so, like, outspoken, and she feels herself like, and there's nothing wrong with that. It's like, she's so confident and everything like that, but people make fun of her just because of that. Like, this girl, honestly, I know some people who will literally take that with their life and kill themselves. But she's doing it. Because at the end of the day, she knows that where she is. And we have no idea where her state of mind is and how she's taking things. And especially with that relationship she was in.
Let's talk about social media. Everybody, like, if you have a platform, I think it's important that you keep your mental health in check, because people are ruthless, people are mean, people are angry, and they're gonna put that onto you. And let's not talk about the celebrities right now. Let's talk about just the regular
ass people like my damn self.
You looking up to these people who got that body and Coke figure and all that stuff. I believe that'll cause mental health too, like mental health issues.
Just looking at other people's pages, thinking that they're living their best life.
Don't compare yourself to people you see online. People you never know what they're going through, y'all. You never know what it took for them to get to where they got to, and it's just like, there's nothing wrong with being, regular, whatever you want to call it. Like,
honestly, and it'd be the people that don't have 10, 20K followers that's making more money than people with those amount of followers. Or not even that, they're just making more of an impact than those people.
Inspiring those
exactly. So it's like, when did you discover that you were suffering from mental health?
I don't think I noticed it at the moment. I think I noticed it more as I grew older, and as I got out of it, if that made sense. Like, when I was in it, I was like, I felt like it was normal. I felt like it's okay to be down every day. It's okay to not talk to people and just be about me and just cut myself. I felt like it was normal. Like, I was doing the right thing at the moment. And it's as I slowly got out of it, when I started, like, going to church, reading my Bible, and, like, all of that, that's when I was like, okay, like, what I'm doing isn't right. What am I doing? Like, it's not like, it's not beneficial. It's not even beneficial. I don't want to use that word. It's not like helping me in no way. Like, it's harming me. So that's when I realized it. But at the moment, like, I didn't have nobody to talk to. Mm-hmm. Nobody could tell me, like, that's mental health. Like, you need to, like, look for help before you kill yourself. Like,
exactly.
I just thought it was normal. So,
yeah. How about you? For me, it just, so I didn't first of all, when I first realized it was in my sophomore year of college. But when I realized when it really started happening was my 11th grade year of high school. First of all, I have a hormonal disease that messes with my emotions and messes with every single thing. And I didn't get diagnosed with that until my 11th grade year of high school because of the fact that I was missing my period for a really long time. And Lord knows I was a virgin. I was a virgin, so I know I wasn't pregnant or nothing. Yeah. So, it was crazy. And then next thing you know, they told me about it. And then even before that, I was just like, I was always like angry every single time. Like, my family just, instead of figuring out why I was always like that,
let me guess, they made fun of you because of it?
They would just sit there and just say, you know, like, oh, Tanisha's always mad, blah, blah, blah. Like, they always, like, you know, oh, Tanisha's always having an attitude. Right. Yeah. They always, because, you know, especially Caribbean families, like, they don't understand mental health at all. I'm Bahamian Haitian, so they do not get it. And it just doesn't, and it's not.
That's what the generational, I feel like, curse comes from, y'all. People in Haiti, they're trying to, let's talk about the Haitians. People in Haiti, they're trying to, and I think Bahamians too, they're trying to make a living. They're trying to feed their family. The last thing on their mind is their mental health.
Right.
So,
because they have to work 10 times harder because of the fact that they don't have a
U.S. resources.
Right, like right now with the whole thing that just happened in Bahamas with the hurricane and stuff like that. A lot of my family members are struggling and they can't, you know, some of them don't have their papers, so they can't even, and on top of that, they're not even thinking about how it's affecting them mentally. They're just trying to get day by day to do what they got to do. And it's like my grandmother, right? You could see it just wearing down on her. First of all, she just lost two sisters, like a sister and another family member, my bad.
During the hurricane?
No, well, she did lose somebody during the hurricane.
Oh my God.
And then a month before that, she just came down for a funeral. And I went with her, and it's just like, you could see it on her, just wearing down on her. She had to go to the doctor for her knee, for her eye. And she said the other day, she said, you're not going to have a grandma for long. And I looked at her, and I said, do not say that to me. Do not. That's the first thing you don't say to me. Because it's like, they do not understand the impact of mental health and how it could affect you no matter what it is. Losing a family member or, you know, losing a job or anything like that. It could affect you a lot. So it's just, So yeah, that's when I first started realizing it back in high school. And it's crazy because I never portrayed that. I was always just, you know, always playing around, always having a great time, always, this girl, I remember this girl asking me, oh wow, how are you so confident, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, in my mind, I'm just thinking, girl, I'm losing it in here, like, confident where?
Girl, you're beautiful.
Thank you.
Girl. And you know what's crazy, like, even with me too, like, people would say like, oh, you're so beautiful and this and that. But deep down inside, I'm just like, I'm okay. Like,
right.
You know,
like, you're just like
you just
thank
don't.
You. And then you get all like, thanks.
It's crazy. We don't even see our own beauty, y'all.
Right.
We don't even see it. And that's a problem.
God. Let's talk about the fact of how, you know, being dark skinned wasn't a thing until a couple years ago. But back in elementary, middle school,
they used to make fun of us. We can't see you at midnight, and what other jokes that it don't matter.
Child.
But listen, now all of a sudden everybody want a dark skinned girl. Everybody like dark skin, chocolate, milk, like.
And the media is a huge impact with that because all they do is sexualize not just black women but black men as well, black people altogether, African American, however you want to phrase it, but it's just they sexualize us in every possible way they can. And I'm not gonna say all white people, because not all of them are like this, but it's like they try so hard to look like us, but at the same time they don't want the problems that we have.
Ooh, girl.
So, and I'm gonna get a lot of people getting mad at me for that, but
yeah, girl, you said a handful. I don't even know.
So it's like, and then I remember in class,
that's just point blank, period.
Right.
That's all I can
in
say.
the conversation.
Yeah.
And it's like, I remember one time in class in college, this guy, this white guy or whatever, and he said, oh, I had the same problems in high school that y'all had, that y'all blacks had. And girl, when I tell you, 2 black boys laid his behind out.
What?
Child.
What same problem? I would have gotten into a whole thing.
Child, I turned my head in class. I said, let me go this way. Because who finna argue with this boy?
You don't know y'all don't know half. Until you're in our shoes, you don't know half of what we go through, y'all.
No. Especially black women altogether.
Yeah.
And black women, and many celebrities say this, black women are the most unprotected race. And it's so sad. And the same black men that we birth, not me necessarily, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
They the ones that disrespect us the most.
Yeah.
While these European men, white men, whatever the case is, praise us, love us. And I'm not gonna say all black men.
Yeah.
No, it's some of them. You know what I'm saying? And it's sad. It's really sad. It's really sad. But I knew when I needed to make a change, and I'm still trying to make one. I knew when I needed to make a change when I made my post on Instagram about like just going through it and just how I was gonna take the necessary steps that I needed to make to get where I needed to be. Because that's when I knew, and that's honestly, that was the first within that year, before I graduated, that was the first time I actually ever harmed myself. And that's when I knew that something had to change. Yeah. Because I've dealt with a lot, and we can go deep into this, but that's for another video. I've dealt with a lot of stuff that I've dealt with on my own. So just, trying to finally express that, it's just because I've always been the rock for myself. Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah. And that's one of the things that's so hard about dealing with mental health and stuff like that, is that you're always the rock for yourself. And it's like you cannot always be that rock. You cannot always, be that person for yourself to help yourself. Yeah. Like, you can't.
Seek that professional help.
Right.
You have, I remember in college, y'all, one of the resources that they have is counseling. And I prolonged it for so long because I wasn't ready to deal with my issues. Like, who want to talk about their past? Who want to talk about their issues? Who wants to talk about what's hurting them? Who's ready for that? Yeah. I feel like you're never truly ready, but you just have to know you have to do it for yourself. So when I finally went, y'all, I was like, bruh, I have so much. Oh my God, I don't want to cry. I didn't want to cry today. I have so much issues, and I have so much on my shoulder, and I'm just like, wow, I didn't really realize it till I talked about it. Right. I didn't really realize what's hurting me till I talked about it. I didn't even these professionals help you see things
that you never knew.
Yeah, that you never knew. Need that seek that professional help, y'all. Seek it. Like she said, you cannot help yourself. Your family member may not be able to help you. Your friend may not be able to help you. Your boyfriend, girlfriend, they not the ones that could help you.
Of that. And sometimes, you know what? Speaking of boyfriend, girlfriend, and significant others, do not seek validation
from them.
Exactly. Do not confide in them so much to the point where your emotions solely based on them. Because I made that mistake, and my relationship is paying a heavy price for it, to the point where it got to I remember losing my uncle in 2016. Wow. I'm finally getting to a point where I could talk about it without being emotional, because my uncle, first of all, everybody that knows me knows I love my uncles. I got 5 of them. And on my mom's side. And I am so spoiled. Mm-hmm. I'm not spoiled as in, oh, I get anything I want. No, I definitely have to work for everything I have with my family. But because I work so hard and because I know what I want for myself, that's where it comes to that aspect of being spoiled. And losing my uncle was one of the hardest things I've ever had to deal with in my life. Not even just for my mental health, but just all around as a family. And that was the closest person I've ever lost to me, because every summer when I was younger, I would be with my uncles. Mm-hmm. And my dad wasn't really in my life. So it was like my uncles were that father figure for me. So my uncle got diagnosed with cancer, stomach cancer. 5 months later, he's gone.
Oh my goodness.
So it was like, and on top of that, I was the only family member in the room that witnessed him pass.
Oh my goodness.
And so it was crazy, because for me seeing him take his last breath, and I'm not gonna lie to y'all, that event plays over in my head over and over and over again. And for a little bit, I blamed myself. I said, why didn't I resuscitate him? Why didn't I find somebody to do it? Why didn't I do what I had to do to help him? You know what I mean? And it was just, I don't know, it was just a long time that I blamed myself.
Yeah.
And my boyfriend, it got to a point where I was aggressive with him. I would pick fights. I would just try to break up with him for every reason, just like, and he suffered. And it's crazy because a month later, he lost his grandma. And while he's trying to pick me up, he's trying to pick himself up.
Yeah.
And like I said, it goes back to black men just not getting the credit they deserve when it comes for mental health, because it's a lot. And his grandma and his mom are the two most important women next to me. Are the two most important women in his life. And for him to lose one of them, and the way it happened, it was just, and he blamed himself for a really long time, because he knew that he needed to go see her, but he never took the chance to. And so, and now that I think about it, it's like, damn, I never have given him the credit that I should have when it came to me. And it was so crazy to the point where we broke up and I lost it. I lost it so bad, I had to have my mom come sleep with me on FAU campus.
Oh my God.
Girl.
Oh my goodness.
It's a lot. I'm saying people are gonna look at this video and be like, damn, I didn't know Tanisha was going through. I didn't know you were going through it and stuff like that. And it's like, you never know.
Yeah.
You know, like damn, Danack, why didn't you tell me? Like, there's not something that we could just throw out there to just talk about. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, so it's like, so yeah, man.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know what else to say. Like,
it's just a lot.
There's more. Like she said, it's a flower. There's more to it. There's a lot to it.
And the roots never end.
Yeah.
Never end. And it's like, when are we going to take the necessary steps? How many more suicides are there going to be for us to take the necessary steps? It's like it's sad. It's like the situation with gun control. We're finally taking that stuff seriously, but when are we going to take mental health seriously? Because mental health is a silent killer. Yeah. A lot of people just these random deaths and stuff like that. Oh, they were healthy as an ox, blah blah, and all this stuff. No, mental health. So it all starts with you. It all depends on you. You have to take the necessary steps for yourself, and just know that you're not alone.
And yes, I love that. And like, to sum it up, like, your health is wealth, y'all. All these famous people, these celebrities, these wealthy people, one thing they'll always tell you, y'all, is you can have all the money in the world, y'all, but if you don't have your health, you can't pay somebody. I remember Steve Jobs said this, y'all. He said you cannot pay someone to carry your sickness for you.
Right.
So money is not the solver of all problems, y'all. You need to
find it within yourself.
Yes. Take care of yourself. Your everything, y'all. Like, I think that's pretty much it. Seek professional help. That's what it truly is.
It's important.
And recognize that you do need help.
And notice the signs in your friends, especially. And this is a message to all the friends that I lost and all the friends that didn't understand what was going on. Is that when you see one of your friends just literally a switch just goes off and they're not doing the same things that they used to. You don't take that stuff personal.
Yeah.
Don't take that personal.
Retweet.
Like,
Retweet.
because
oh my God,
they're going through it.
Yeah.
Like, give them the time that they need.
Ooh.
It could take a month, and it could take 2 or more. Just give them the time that they need, and then don't stop checking up on them. I know you may need help yourself too, but you never know if that help that you try to give someone else can help you. So do not take that stuff personal.
Wow, that is a handful. That's it.
Because there's a lot of people who are in friendships with people and their friend is going through it, and they take the necessary steps they need to get back so they can get back to a healthy place. Because I'd rather my friend step away from me for a little minute than to be burying her in the ground. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, and it's not even that they're not trying to be friends with you anymore. Maybe sometimes you do need to take away yourself from people who are constantly negative and constantly this, constantly that. They probably need some help too. So when God feels like your friendship needs to be mended, He will put that back into place. He will put that back into place. So
I just want to stress that comment one more time, y'all. Do not take it personal, y'all. I really learned that. I learned that from myself, and I learned that from my other friends, y'all. At one point, I used to be like, oh, you know, why is she backing away? And why is she doing this and that? And then I realized, like, wow, like, she had all of this going on.
Right.
And I checked up on her, and that's how I knew, you know? So...
And that's all it takes.
That's all it is. Don't take it personal. And then just from that one experience, I realized that for all of my friends.
And it's not always about you.
Yeah, it's not about you.
It's not always about you.
So,
and that's another thing too with people who are suffering from mental health. We have to remember that too. It's not always about us.
Yeah.
Because that same friend that we want us to check up on us constantly, we have to remember they could possibly be going through something too.
Wow, yeah.
So it's like we can't sit there and just throw everything on them too. So it's just mental health, like I said, it's a flower. It's just a tricky situation that just needs to be taken care of delicately.
Yeah.
So and just like get back into the stuff that you love to do. Like I stopped modeling, I stopped dancing. I mean, I gained the freshman 15 is real for all my freshmen. Ooh. It's more like freshman 25, freshman 30,
freshman
like,
60.
I don't know why they go, honey.
Yo,
when I tell you, and it's crazy because this is the heaviest I've ever been in my life.
Oh wow.
So it's like, and I'm finally comfortable in that. Not even that I'm comfortable, you know, just constantly gaining weight. No, I'm comfortable in my skin because the day I decide to give birth to children, to kids or whatever, I know I'm gonna get back as big. So it's like, if I'm not comfortable in my skin now, how do I expect to be comfortable when I'm pregnant? So it's like it's just try, and it's hard. But force yourself to do something that you don't think you'll ever do. Like
what you love to do it.
Right.
Don't never stop doing it for nothing.
Not
because of school, not because of work. Make time for yourself, y'all.
And when them Caribbean Haitian people, whatever, especially Haitians, when they tell you that God is about to take your gift away because you're not using it anymore, it's so real. It's so real. It is so real when you take advantage of that gift. And for example, like someone told me that I'm an empath. Every time someone tells me that they're going through something or something happened to them, oh my God, when I tell you, my heart drops to my stomach.
Oh, that's me.
And when I get goosebumps and I feel every single thing that they're talking about. That's a good thing and a bad thing. But don't take it for granted because that is a gift that God doesn't give to many people.
Really?
At all.
Wow.
So it's like, just that tells you that you have that gift to impact others. Because you're able to connect with them.
Yeah.
So it's
I like that. That's real. And like, to sum it up, y'all, for Mental Health Week, for mental health every day, take care of yourself. Self-care. That's one thing that we teach our clients, y'all, at the Mental Health Center. Self-care. Do things that you have to do. If you are on medications, take them. Don't depend on them. I would say take them because they are prescribed to you, but always have an accountability. So whether that's your counselor, a friend, somebody you can talk to, do that. And I don't know if there's anything else you want to add. Like,
no, I just want to thank you for having me on your video.
All right, it's lit. I'm so happy that you came, and you like, I love it. I just love it. I'm just so happy you're here. So, thank you.
All right.
So that's pretty much it, y'all. So
Bye, guys.
bye. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope you guys like gain some inspiration, some knowledge on mental health, and that you help somebody or even help yourself. So,
Right.
all right, bye. Love y'all. Peace.